sun went down, taking the noise away, leaving me here in a room of dusty gray. I reach for the switch, a click in the dark. The old desk lamp flickers, a tiny yellow spark. It carves a small circle on the wooden floor. Everything outside the light is cold and white. Just a small island where I can run and hide. But the shadows are waiting, just an inch aside. I'm sitting in this lonely circle of light, tracing the dust in the middle of the night. The golden glow is a heavy silent cage, reading the lines on a blank empty page. So much solitude in this tiny golden space, missing the warmth of your smile and your face. The lampshade is tilted, casting a crooked line, a border between your world and mine. The warmth of the bulb is all that I feel, an artificial heat that doesn't seem real. Outside the circle, the world is a blur. One click and the world disappears. One click and I'm drowning in my fears. I keep the light on just to feel alive in this golden prison. I try to survive. I'm sitting in this lonely circle of light, tracing the dust in the middle of the night. The golden glow is a heavy silent cage, reading the lines on a blank empty page. So much solitude in this tiny golden space. Stay in the light just a little longer before the darkness takes me too. Under a gray sky, the day stands still. Even the wind feels like it's not on my side. Through fading memories, your name begins to blur. A warmth I cannot reach drifts farther away. Even when I try to hold it back, where does this heart go? My heart heavy like rain clouds, feels like it could fall so slow. This longing for you turns into quiet rain below. Alone on an empty street, only my footsteps stay among passing strangers. I slowly fade away. Maybe you too are looking at the sky, standing in the same rain, thinking of me tonight. My heart drifting like rain. falls as silent tears, like this quiet falling rain. I slowly fade away. The sun is hidden, the sky is losing its face, and I'm just a silhouette in this empty space. I look down at the floor, at the shape on my feet, a lonely shadow wandering a one-way street. It's darker than usual, it's heavier too. Even without the light, I feel you near, a hollow shadow whispering in my ear. The thicker the clouds, the more you appear. You're the shadow of my longing, stretching so wide, the part of my soul I have nowhere to hide. When the rain starts to fall and the colors all fade, I'm lost in the darkness that your memory made, a lingering shadow that won't go away, drenched in the gray of a long rainy day. I try to step forward, but you're tied to my heel, a ghostly outline of the love that was real. In this gloomy light, our borders are blurred, a silent shadow, a song never heard. You're the stain on the ground that the rain can't wash out. If the clouds ever part and the sun starts to shine, will you disappear or will you still be mine? I'd rather stay in the dark, in the somber shade, than watch the shadow of you start to fade. You're the shadow of my longing, stretching so wide, the part of my soul I have nowhere to hide. When the rain starts to fall and the colors all fade, I'm lost in the darkness that your memory made, a lingering shadow that won't go away, just a shadow following me until the sky turns black. I was searching for a phrase, a line I used to know, between the dusty pages where the old stories go. Then I found you hiding there, a ghost of crimson red, a petrified secret from the words we never said. You're brittle at the edges, and your colors turn to gold, just like the promises that we couldn't hold. A fragile memory in a story already told. I'm afraid to touch you, afraid you'll turn to dust. dried flower in my bookshelf, silent and still, keeping the ghost of a spring against your will. Though the seasons have changed and the rains turn to snow, you're the only part of us I can't let go. A pressed heart between the black and white, waiting for a sun that won't rise tonight. There's a faint scent of a day long since past, a summer afternoon that was never meant to last. Your petals are paper, your stem is a thread, holding on to a life that has long been dead. I'm reading the chapters, but I'm stuck on this page. If I take you out, will you blow away? If I close the book, can I keep the pain? You're frozen in time while I'm growing old in this paper house. The air is getting cold. You're the dried flower in my bookshelf, silent and still, keeping the ghost of a spring against your will. Though the seasons have changed and the rains turn to snow, you're the only part of us I can't let go. Stay right there in the middle of page 49, where you're still beautiful and you're still mine. I see you in the curve of the chair where you used to sit and brush your hair. The coffee stain on the wooden table, I try to scrub it, but I'm not able. It's like your hand is still resting there in the quiet, heavy morning air. Every corner, every little space is a map of you I can't erase. The room is full, but it's empty too, because everything I touch is stained with you. Your traces are everywhere in this room, like a fading scent, like a silent bloom. The handle of the door, the fold of the sheet, even the dust feels bittersweet. I'm living in a museum of us, turning into shadows, turning into dust. I can't move at all, I'm afraid I'll break the lingering magic you left in your wake. The way you organize the books on the shelf, I can't bring myself to change them myself. Even the curtains move like your dress in this beautiful, aching, lonely mess. The mirror still holds the ghost of your reflection, a perfect, painful, lost connection. I close my eyes to find some peace, but the memory of your touch won't cease. The walls are breathing with your name, and nothing in this house will feel the same. Your traces are everywhere in this room, like a fading scent, like a silent bloom. The handle of the door, the fold of the sheet, even the dust feels bittersweet. I'm living in a museum of us, turning into shadows, turning into dust. You're in the air, you're in the light, like I always do. But these old sneakers, they still smell like you. We walked 1,000 miles in this white and blue. Now the soles are thin and the colors fading too. Every step I take feels a little bit heavy today. The rhythm of my feet is a lonely beat, looking for your shadow on this empty street. The gravel and the dust, they know our name, but the path we took will never be the same. Oh, we're worn out like the treads on the ground, searching for a ghost that can never be found. I'm walking in circles, I'm chasing the past in these scuffed up shoes that were built to last. But even the leather starts to tear and fray, like the memories of you slowly drifting away. Slowly drifting away. I stop at the corner where we used to wait, checking my watch though I know I'm late for a version of us that's gone. In these tired sneakers I'm still moving on. One step for the longing, one step for the us, until the rubber turns back into dust. The sky is bleeding gold and the shadows grow long, like the final notes of our favorite song. I'm standing by the window, watching it burn to a place from which there's no return. The orange is fading, turning to gray, just like the way you slipped away, leaving the ghost of a summer day. The light is beautiful, but it's so cold. I'm lost in the afterglow of you, the burning red, the deepening blue. It's the color of longing across the sky, the last hello and the first goodbye. When the sun goes down and the fire dies, I'm left with the dark in my tired eyes. The horizon is swallowing the last of the light, giving me over to the hungry night. I try to catch a ray to hold in my palm, but the coming darkness is heavy and calm. The stars are waking, but I'm still asleep. If I could hold the sun for a minute more, would you walk back through that open door? But the gradient fades to a hollow black, and there's no way to bring the daylight back. I'm lost in the afterglow of you, the burning red, the deepening blue. It's the color of longing across the sky, the last hello and the first goodbye. It's getting dark I can't see you anymore. It keeps coming back like a ghost in the hall. Your voice in the kitchen, your coat in the wall. I'm closing my eyes, but the pictures are bright. They're burning a hole in the middle of night. I'm so tired of breathing this memory in. It's under my nails, it's under my skin. A war that I know I can never quite win. I'm looking for a way to just turn it all off. I wanna erase every trace of you, the red and the gold and the deepening blue. My head is a room that is crowded and loud. I'm lost in the middle of a memory cloud. I give up the joy just to lose all the pain, to wash away every last drop of your rain. I just wanna forget, I just wanna be free from the version of us that is killing me. I'm scrubbing the floors, I'm bleaching the sheets, I'm avoiding the turns of our favorite streets. But the harder I push, the closer you stay, like a shadow that won't ever flicker away. You're a permanent stain on a temporary heart. Is there a button? Is there a key to unlock the parts of you living in me? I'm drowning in static, I'm losing the fight. Just let me be empty, just for tonight. I wanna erase every trace of you, the red and the gold and the deepening blue. My head is a room that is crowded and loud. I'm lost in the middle of a memory cloud. Forget. Please let me forget. There's a pot on the windowsill, grey and dry, underneath a pail and a heavy sky. Nothing's breathing there, nothing's turning green, just a ghost of a life that we've already seen. I forgot to water it, or maybe I just didn't care. The dirt is cracking in the morning air, a quiet symbol of a love beyond repair. It's just a hollow space where beauty used to grow. I'm an empty flower pot standing in a row, with nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. The roots are all brittle, the spirit is gone. I'm just staying still while the world moves on. Everything is vacant, everything is still. I've lost the strength and I've lost the will to plant another seed in this tired, dusty ground. I stare at the stains on the ceramic wall, waiting for a leaf or a petal to fall. But the time is frozen and the air is thin. I can't remember where the life used to begin. Every morning I pass it and I feel the weight of a simple mistake that became our fate. It's just a tomb of clay in the corner of the room. lost in this loneliness. No more petals falling, no more scent to keep. Just a shallow grave where the memories sleep. I'm numb to the core, I'm cold to the bone. Just a piece of clay sitting here alone. I'm an empty flower pot standing in a row with nowhere to turn and nowhere to go. The roots are all brittle, the spirit is gone. I'm just staying still while the world moves on. Everything is vacant, everything is still. I'll just leave it here in the dust where nothing grows. The first 3 seconds always catch my breath, like a gentle ghost defying death. That familiar guitar, that steady old beat, it still tastes like you, it's still bittersweet. But now it's a weight that I'm forced to carry, a beautiful dream that's getting scary. My finger is hovering over the screen, tracing the edges of where we have been. I know every word, I know every part. It's the only map left to your hidden heart. I'm scared of this song that we used to love. It's a velvet sky hanging high above. I wanna press skip, I wanna be free, but your voice is an echo still living in me. The melody's aching, the harmony's gold. The story of us that will never grow old. I'm trapped in the music, I'm lost in the sound. I remember the car and the windows down low, the way you would hum so soft and so slow. Now I'm sitting in silence in the fading light, holding on to the notes with all of my might. The bridge is coming, our favorite place. I'm closing my eyes just to see your face. Should I delete it? Should I let it go? But it's the last warm fire in the winter snow. I'm breathing in memories, I'm exhaling you in every chord, in every hue. I'm listening to us one last time. I'm scared of this song that we used to love. It's a velvet sky hanging high above. I wanna press skip, I wanna be free, but your voice is an echo still living in me. I'll just listen a little bit more.